Welcome back. Ezra Levant here at CPAC. One of the fun things about CPAC is you just bump into people and you pounce, and that's exactly what I did with our next guest, Tom Fitton. He's the boss of Judicial Watch, a public interest law firm that has led the charge in transparency and access to information style requests of the U.S. government. What a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for your time.
Good to meet with you.
Now, can you give a summary for some of our viewers who might not be familiar with Judicial Watch? What is your mandate, and what have you been keeping busy with in recent years?
Well, we're a nonprofit educational foundation, but we're a government watchdog group. We use the law to make sure the government's accountable to the American people, and the American people know what the government's up to. And as conservatives, we're skeptical of government activity, and we think a lot of big government initiatives are corrupt, and the government institutions are not well equipped to pursue this corruption, and frankly, they're half the problem oftentimes. So we've got a lot of work to do.
So I used the phrase public interest law firms. You guys are lawyers, but it's not like you go out and fight a case in a civil court. You're always holding the government to account, mainly on freedom of information. Is that accurate?
We sue the government at times as well, directly over misconduct. Government officials who represent whistleblowers. Our lawyers are in, for instance, in court right now against the city of San Francisco on behalf of a taxpayer who objects to the illegal alien sanctuary policy. Oh, wow. Criminals, the deadly policy that led to the death of Kate Steinle. So we have a variety of litigation. We're suing states over their failures to clean up the election rolls, which lead to dirty rolls, which lead to dirty elections.
You're doing the work that politicians want to avoid. Hey, can you talk to us a bit about some of the recent revelations, the emails you've managed to get the government to disgorge? Because so much has turned on those emails, those revelations. Just again, for our viewers who don't follow, you're one of my favorite follows on Twitter. I mean, you guys are always doing something. Tell us some of the groundbreaking revelations from these emails you managed to get the government to fork over.
Well, we wouldn't know about the Clinton email scandal but for Judicial Watch's Freedom of Information Act request that forced the government to admit we had all these Clinton emails and they had to turn them over.
So how was you? You just had a hunch? Or you just knew something was fishy?
Well, we were looking at the Benghazi scandal and we noticed there were no Clinton emails, so we asked again.
And she was using this homemade email and you just went from there?
And we went from there.
And no one else sought to do that other than you?
Yeah, we uncovered it. And the fact is that as a result, we found emails in there showing pay-for-play scandals where the Clinton Foundation donors were getting special favors from the State Department, an obvious violation of the law. So there could be people going to jail in the best of circumstances if the laws are being followed and applied properly. But even more recently, we uncovered emails showing the number 2 official in Robert Mueller's investigation is an anti-Trumper.
Right. And it was you who got these texts disgorged? Was that you guys?
Well, we've been pressing to get the text disgorged, but all of this pressure for transparency, they know that either got to give it to Congress or give it to Judicial Watch. There's no escape.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. I tell you, I said this to you just before we turned the camera on. You and James O'Keefe, in my mind, have done more to break the dam on information than anyone else I can think of. How can people sign up to get on an email list or follow you on Twitter? What's your website?
Well, our website is judicialwatch.org. We're on Twitter at Judicial Watch. You can follow me at Tom Fitton. And we're on Facebook as well. And YouTube, you name it, we're all over. We're trying, like TheRebel.media, we've got to support the alternative media out there to get the truth about what's really going on here in Washington. The government and the establishment has lost control of the information battles, and we're getting the information out to the American people, and that's why you've got this thirst for accountability, because we are leading the way. There's no surprise to me that the American people wanted a new change based on the work that we were doing.
Well, you're making me so jealous. Of course, we're based in Canada. We have a great affection for America. A lot of our viewers are American. But I wish we had a Judicial Watch in Canada. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to have a branch office to help get the kind of scrutiny of our own Canadian government.